Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. I hope you enjoyed the collectible goodness Alamo City Comic Con episode that I put up beforehand. Now it's time to get to all the little minifigures and collectibles I've gotten within the last, I don't know, like 2 months. But if you do happen to follow me on Instagram, I do post on a regular basis as soon as I pick them up, because I'm always, so excited. Gotta just share that with everybody out there that loves Funko and all that good stuff and any form of collectible in general. So yeah, I got some firsts and some seconds and some lots of little bit of stuff. This will be part uno. There's too much goodness for one episode this time around. And sadly, since I cannot edit, I would love to have it just in one clusterfuck of an episode, but that's not going to happen. I don't want to do that. So, yeah. Enjoy part one of this epic haul. For once, this feels like an epic haul to me. So first up, we'll start off with the little minifigures. Recently picked up a couple of these Marvel minifigures before, and I got Deadpool. It's all bubbly all over the place. Gotta love Deadpool. I don't know much about the character other than I'm really anticipating the Ryan Reynolds movie. I know of him a little bit, but that's about it. I've never read any of the comics, but again, I look forward to the movie, and I'm very happy I got the little figure out of a mystery box. Finally got a Groot. I am Groot. And since my voice is a little bit hoarse, I can actually do that voice kind of a little bit better. Yeah, really bobbly as well. Very just tall and lanky compared to the Deadpool figure. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's yeah, the size doesn't compare. This is a giant minifigure. This is ridiculously tall, but not quite as big as the Hulkbuster, but it's still pretty big. But really awesome. Finally have this. Now I just need a rocket to complete my Guardians of the Galaxy mini collection. And next up, I got another Scribblenauts figure. Got this Catwoman for $5. One of my local comic shops. They had some individual figures, and I'm like, ooh, this will go well with the Batman figure, Scribblenauts figure that I already have. So I believe I need the Joker, Batman Beyond. And I forgot what other Scribblenauts figures have been made for the Batman universe, but that's pretty much all I'm collecting out of the Scribblenauts, so very happy to have that in my collection. And next up is one of the firsts I was talking about. Got my first Kidrobot figure that I went out of my way to buy, and this is just like really cool. This box is really awesome. Lots of cool figures to be found in here, but sadly the price is a little steep. $11.99, at least where I bought it at one of my local comic shops called Dragon's Lair. And yeah, that's still a pretty fair price. I'm pretty sure Hot Topic would end up selling these for like 14 or 15. They are a pretty damn cool place, and they never mark up anything, so I highly believe that's going to probably be the average retail price, around $11, $12 or so. And my apologies, just hit the camera. But anyways, the figure I got was the orange-reddish variant Megaman. And as far as Kidrobot figures go, they're pretty simple, nothing too fancy about them, which is, I guess, why I can't really see myself buying any more of these anytime soon. I could be lying. I could end up buying more, but I'm going to try not to. I love the detail on the figure. A lot of good sculpting going on. A lot of great detail. But as far as the body goes, not too posable. The head swivels, as you can see. Little blaster here on his arms right here, just able to move a little bit back and forth, but not too much action and posability. I guess it's no different than a Funko Pop Mini, I guess. If anything, it's more like one of the Vinyl Titans figures or something. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Definitely hope to eventually pick up some more of those, but we'll see. Next up is another first, and that is my first Amiibo. Sonic the Hedgehog. One of my best buddies, he got me this for a belated birthday present. Very much I wasn't thinking about, I thought about it, and very much so, I never really wanted to jump on this Amiibo bandwagon. I really liked the detail of the figure. It looks really awesome, but I never went out of my way to really buy any. I want more. Oh, God. There was an 8-bit Mario. I wouldn't mind picking up the Megaman one as well. And yeah, it's a really awesome figure, and for $13, it's still not a bad price. from what I've seen him at various places like Best Buy and Target. But, ooh, man, some of those are pretty pricey. I didn't even know, but I guess that's why I don't collect everything, believe it or not. So that's a whole new other world I'm scared to go into. But yeah, I'll stick with the Funko stuff for at the moment and other various things. But anyways, let's dive right into the first half of the Funko Pop haul. Got myself, had a very good price. It was $12.99 at one of these local shops that I went to. Leonard Hofstadter from The Big Bang Theory. I love the show. Love the figures. If I eventually get more of them, awesome. But for right now, I'm very happy. I got the main three. Now I have Penny, Sheldon, and Leonard all together. It feels good. That's how the show started off, really. And just really very lucky because I think he's vaulted at this point. I think this is one of those out of production figures already. So, yeah, very happy to have gotten this. I've seen him go for about $30. So, yeah, got really lucky on this one. Next up is, let's see here, a Hot Topic exclusive. And I had been wanting this figure for a long time, but this is also one of the weirdest things. I don't know how Funko's going to go about re-releasing stuff, but this one just came out of nowhere, but in a very good way, and that is Gur. I love me some Invader Zim, and the series is hard as fuck to find on DVD. But this is a glow-in-the-dark, and even the shade of green they used to mold him in, it's like his entire body, I think, is like molded to be glow-in-the-dark, which is pretty legit. I don't think I've seen too many of those floating around, but very happy to have Gur in my collection. I love the character. He's really batshit insane. I'm gonna sing the Doom song. Doom, 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 and all that other crazy shit. It's like an impression stroke right there. Sorry. But yeah, that's you gotta love Gur. Little doggy suit, awesome. It's adorable. Very happy to have that in my collection as well. Let's see, you gotta figure out. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Next up is the Incredible Hulk Barnes & Noble's glow-in-the-dark exclusive. I've noticed, at least in my city, they've been popping up more. Around the time Avengers came out, these were just pretty limited. I never saw any in stores, but all of a sudden, these have just kind of popped up more. I don't know what it is. Maybe they had a backstock of them in their warehouses, but overall, pretty damn good. If there was a Hulk that I wanted, it was this version, and finally, took me a while, but I finally got a Hulk, so awesome stuff. And let's see here. The last two for this part of the video, I will go with, this is again one of those, it's not vaulted, but I guess they're pretty uncommon, so they're like, the set at least is pretty hard to come by, especially the other one. And that is Jay from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. This one is, I guess, easier to come by than Silent Bob is. And every time I ran into a Silent Bob, or even Jay, they were always beat to shit. But I got very lucky. I found this one, $12.99, which is average price, give or take, at one of my local comic shops as well, called Heroes and Fantasies. Yeah, it's a really great figure. It does look exactly like him. You know, this is, just... I want the set so bad, though. I am in search of Silent Bob now. I love all the Kevin Smith movies. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is not my favorite, but I definitely... It's up there. It's really funny and over the top. A lot of great pop culture humor in this movie, so very happy to have at least one of the two. I'll eventually find Silent Bob at a good price. And last but definitely not least for this half of the video, that is the main character from one of, my favorite movie of all time. Roger Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I wish I could do his voice, especially now. I definitely can't even try. From what I saw, these two characters are vaulted, but not Jessica Rabbit and Roger Rabbit. I definitely hope to pick up Jessica Rabbit eventually. She's on my wish list for sure. But overall, very happy to have this figure. Very colorful. I love the yellow, the red, the blue, the orange. A lot of colors on this character. I always enjoyed Roger Rabbit. Some people I can see finding him annoying, but he was always an innocent and very happy cartoon character when he wasn't crying and going hysterical. But overall, it's a really damn great, colorful figure, and I'm very happy to have this in my collection. So that should do it for Part 1, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in for this long-awaited half collectible goodness update, and stay tuned for Part 2. Thanks for watching.